Just touched down in the city.
Hello, friend. A very wonderful day to you, wherever in the world it is that you are listening to me from. My name is Dorcas Oladele Omowole. Along the lines of conversation, there's a popular parlance that has now become very, very mainstream now, which is we listen, we don't judge. I'm like, that statement is not complete. If adults are saying we listen, we don't judge, the Bible says, judge all things. You might not judge a human being, but you need to judge all things. There are mindsets, there are principles that we have to judge. But that aside, if we are listening and we are not judging, listening enough is not, although you can say, oh, we are listening actively. Listening enough is not okay. And in terms of like the younger generation trying to tell the older generations not to judge them, so what do you want the older generations to do? To just listen to you? That doesn't make sense. There has to be a conversation. The older generation have a responsibility to guide, because if the older generation does not guide, the younger generation, you will take things to the extreme. And sometimes when the older generations are giving directions, they are giving directions that look like the other extreme, hoping that at least you will try and then you will be in the middle. So please, also, we listen, we don't judge. We listen, we don't judge, but we guide, always guiding. We listen, we don't judge, we guide. I feel we need to update that slang too. We listen, we don't judge, we guide. Because the older generation has the responsibility to guide the younger generation. And all of these mindsets that are prevalent in the world today, some of them are just very, very negative. There has to be guardrails. There has to be a way to put limits on some of them. So don't just listen and don't judge. What are you doing? You have to guide. You still have a responsibility to share the wisdom and the knowledge you know, and let it be known that there's a better way that things can be done. You can't just let these children say, oh, we listen, we don't judge, and then they're just doing things their own way and they're getting into trouble, and then you are there. Scatter. The head of the young people are scatter because you, as the older person, you are not guiding. And when you want to guide someone, conversation, you have to understand them, you have to understand where they're from so that you can guide. You can't just say you are guiding someone without understanding what it is they are going through or the kind of situations and all the things that they are considering and informing the decision that they are making at the moment. So we listen, we don't judge, we guide. Abore o Jesu, Abore o Jesu, àti jíṣẹ́ tún rọ̀ wá, Abore o Jesu. I'm done. I finally came to the place opposite my house. What was the name of I think this one is Lipton Park. That one is Tipton. This one is Lipton. I don't know why the parks have to sound alike. They cannot find name that can be unique to differentiate park from park. Again. What has this world turned into? So the park is actually called Joe Morris Park. Why did I think that it rhymed with Tipton? I think there's another park that rhymes with Tipton. So it's Joe Morris Park.
Just touched down in the city.